Hi, yes, Zeke here, showing off the Exiled Cutlery brass 10-hole pattern Kimura butterfly knife. As you can see, this is a fairly hefty butterfly knife, which they were nice enough to ship over to me, and I am very, very happy with it so far. It is a bit of a complicated construction system, because it does feature the spring latch, which of course comes with 3 separate spacing pins and the actual spring itself. So a bit more complicated to construct than some of their butterfly knives, but very, very much worth the effort as you end up with a much higher quality product. As you can see, even though it's very heavy, and I've actually tightened it to the point where there is almost no sideways play in the handles, which a lot of people seem to think you absolutely need sideways play in the handles in order for a butterfly knife to work. It moves very smoothly, and that's because it actually uses a bushing pivot system. So if you actually look closely, you see that these screws here have holes all the way through them, which these are screwed into. Now the blade itself doesn't pivot around those screws. In there are 2 ball bearing rings. I actually forget the name for them right now. Ball bearing filled washers, and in between those is a brass ring that actually pivots around the screws themselves. So it's actually a very loose pivot, even though I've tightened it to the point where the handles barely move. I'm trying to show off, but as you can see, even though it doesn't make much sound, there's not much clattering, you get a very smooth motion. It's almost kind of like a Cadillac of knives. It's quite heavy, it moves slowly but nicely, but fluidly. And it's very, very reliable. The parts are very good quality. I love having a brass handle. Kind of reminds me of something I would use in a steampunk world if I were to carry a knife or a butterfly knife into the Victorian era. And I quite enjoy it. Well balanced, fairly easy to do tricks with, very fluid. Although if you are a beginner, watch out for the weight. It is a bit heavy and you will end up cutting your hands. While practicing just to try to get used to it, I have ended up with a couple of nicks on my knuckles. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll go check out www.butterflyknifekits.com. The link will be in the description, and I will see you guys later. Bye.